Hi guys, today we have some aluminum welding, a lot of welding and some fabrication work. This here is a gate, trailer gate slash ramp, kind of like this one here. This is from Joe at 2 Vintage. He buys a lot of old four-wheelers, UTVs, stuff like that, fixes them up, and when he unloads them, loads them and unloads them, this really flexes, so it takes a toll on these welds. And eventually they just crack and break. And this is actually missing a whole rail across here, which I have. So we'll straighten it out, weld it back in. We'll put some tubing down here inside of this tubing. We'll find some that fits in there, reinforce it to try to minimize some of that flex and just give it some extra support. Maybe some triangular gussets we'll put into here. So it'll be a lot of welding, and it's going to get welded on each one of these braces. And the factory welds are pretty small. They kind of just did one side. We'll weld it all the way around. See if we can get another good year or so out of it. Like I say, there's not much you can do when it flexes like that, unless you diamond plate the whole thing. But we'll do the best we can. So we'll get it down into the heated shop. And meanwhile, I'll show you a clip of when it finally broke on them. So stick around.
Oh, my ramp just broke. Oh no. Snapped right there. Ah. There was a little crack right there and it finally gave out. We'll have to have Jim weld that back up. But yeah, that thing's a heavy beast. Surprised it lasted that long. So snapped off right there and right there. You try to fix one thing, the next thing breaks. Crazy. So now the trailer is broken. Oh, that's fun.
Okay, we have the gate down in the shop now, and this is the rail I was telling you about that's completely detached. So what we'll do is grind these welds down and then try to straighten this out here. We'll put it in the press. Might take a little bit of heat, but we'll prep this up by grinding the welds down first. We'll start with a carbide burr. This is a pretty aggressive one. This is good for aluminum because it doesn't load up. The finer ones will fill up with aluminum. We'll just rough it out with this. That's how good that works. All right, over the press, try to take this out. We'll see if this will come out just cold. If not, we'll have to heat it up a little. It looks pretty good if it'll stay that way when you let the pressure off. Looks pretty good. Took some of it out, need a little more work. I'm going to try bending it in the vise, try to take some of this S-curve out of it. We kind of got the S-curve out of it. Now we just got the, looks more like just a single curve. So what we'll do is put that in the press again. Here's push number 2. Well, we're getting there. Alright, we have it braced up on a couple pieces of metal here so we can over push this. And I think that did it. You got it pretty straight. Buckled up a little here, we'll press that down. There we have it. So I found a piece of scrap 1.25 inch tubing. This is 1/8 inch wall, same as this here, but it fits, just about fits inside. We just have to knock the edges off. This is a sharp corner. Rounded corner probably would have fit in there. But we just got to knock the edges off to get this into here. And we'll put that in there like that. Try to stop some of this flex. I was hoping to get it a little longer, but this will work. And I really ground this down so we'll be able to put a few layers of weld and get this welded in along with it. So that's going in there. I want it in there pretty tight, so we'll hammer it down in. There we go. Okay, so we have everything clamped together and ready for welding. This side here has plenty of room to get some weld on that inside brace. Hold it in place, and then we have to re-drill this hole. So we'll start tacking this side together, then flip it over. Probably have to do a little grinding on that side to get it ready, and weld up the other side. This will be quite a bit of welding. We're going to weld all the way around these. Unlike the factory left this open, they just put some tack welds on the bottom is all they did. But these bottom two we will weld solid. That seems to be taking the brunt of the load. That's where it keeps breaking. I think because it's pinned here, and this then is up in the air, and it moves back and forth, and this being locked in place, this is where it breaks. So we do have that piece in here from here to here, and this side over here looks to be good. There's no cracks that I can see here. So on to the welding. Okay, I have some 40-43 welding rod. This should be pretty good for cracking resistance. Plus it's the only thing I have. There's some tacks. So we got tacks on everything. This here I got pretty good weld, I was able to get some melting of that piece underneath, some good penetration. So it's all welded together now, that bottom piece. So what we'll do is flip this over and weld on the other side now that we have this tacked, just so we don't have any weird warping or anything. We'll fully weld the other side, flip it back over, and weld this back up. Put full bead across here. Here, and we'll put another bead across the top of here, maybe dress it down just a little and then put a nice bead across it. Man, a little bit of a nightmare in here. There's a chunk missing. I think I'll just fill that with weld. So we got to flip it over now. What is going on? Okay, so I just got back from the welding gas company. Got my tank refilled, and I started welding, and it just was like sputtering really bad. So I did some more test on the scrap piece here, and that's what it was doing. Basically, the arc just started dancing around and just created a black crater, and then the more amps you put to it, the tungsten finally just started to melt. So it was like there was no gas at all. I checked the flow and it was flowing. So I'm 90% sure what they did was refilled my tank with a CO2 mix. That's about the only thing I can think of that would cause that. It's almost like you forgot to turn the gas on. So it's back to the welding company, and I'll swap the tank out for another one, see if that works. I can't think of anything else. If you have any ideas, put it in the comments, but we'll see if this works. Okay, I'm back from the welding shop, the welding supply store, and I got a new tank. They gave me this small tank here, which is pure argon, and they also refilled my original tank that was contaminated. They thought maybe some air or it could have been CO2 in there. They purged it, pulled a vacuum on it, and then filled it from a different tank that they had. So we're going to give those two a try, and he gave me the smaller one as a backup in case there is something in this tank that's contaminating it. But we'll give that a shot and see what happens. Okay, so I did just a little test bead on here with the new gas, and this is what it was doing, just blowing these big craters of black. And then I was able to run a nice clean bead here, and I went ahead and did some here, here, and that one. So it seems to be going pretty good now, so I must have just had a contaminated batch the first time. Like I say, they purged it out and filled it from a different tank, so it should be good to go now. It's running really good. Night and day difference. There you couldn't even get a puddle going. So that's the difference if you ever come across contaminated gas. So we have a few more to go here. Keep welding on this. Then we're going to put some support brackets in. So I'll keep going on it. I have about a half a pound of filler rod in this so far. So keep going on it. Okay, so I have the brace set in place. This is just a scrap piece I had. It has some holes. If we get time, we'll just fill those with a TIG quick. Otherwise, I don't think it'll matter. I'm just looking for something to kind of secure these bottom four, bottom three for sure. And we'll extend it up one more. And we'll set it back enough so this pin, you can get the clip, the cotter pin in here. And we drilled the hole because there's a piece inside of here now. So this should all be pretty sturdy on this edge. And we'll go ahead and put a brace down on that end too. So weld that up and we should be nearing the end. So here we have it all set. I have these extra braces welded in all the way around. Plenty of room for the pin to go in. These here are all welded all the way around, front and back. Went through about a pound of filler. There's some pretty big fillet welds. Went over that 2-3 times. Really wet the edges in and get a good fillet on there. Give it as much support as possible. So we're done just in time. Joe said he's on his way, so we'll see what he thinks. Get his reaction. Place your bets on how long you think this is going to last. It really takes a beating. Hoping to get, you know, a year out of it, but 2 years I think is about all you can ask for, because it just gets bent back and forth. It's kind of like bending a coat hanger back and forth. Eventually these welds are going to crack. Something's going to break. I think the next step would be to put like a diamond plate in here. Diamond plate, maybe these 4 or 5 rungs. We'll see what Joe says. Alright, so Joe just got here.
What's going on?
Hey!
Got my ramp done?
You got the ramp.
Brought the camera.
Alright. Tell you, it was a lot of welding.
Yeah. I bet. It was in rough shape. Oh, there it is. I've used this for probably 3 years now. Every day. Wow. Yeah, you added these? Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Wow, look at the welds. Wow.
Yeah, quite a bit of welding. Hopefully,
Yeah, that looks great. Oh, yeah, from the backside too.
Yep. Yeah, we did try to weld it all the way around to get it. It just flexes so much that we need to, I figure, get as much weld on there as we can. Try to stop some of that flexing.
Yo, I need it. Yo, that'll be great. Well, thanks for doing that. Yeah, look at those beefy welds.
Yep. Yeah, we went over some of those 2-3 times.
Wow.
Try to get some. And we also, on this here, there's a piece inside of here.
Oh, that should add a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
That's
found
the
a
weak
piece.
point right here. So, and plus that will help that weak point as well as that bracket in there.
Yeah, I figured that extra bracket would help.
That'll be
With
great.
that piece, I found a piece that fit in there perfectly. So I actually had to hammer it in. So
Oh, is that from the back? Oh, no, never mind.
it was actually, well, this was actually, you know, a separate piece.
Yep.
It broke completely away, and this whole rail was completely removed. So with this in 2 pieces, we were able to get a piece inside.
Oh,
I hammered
yeah.
it into this piece, and then hammered the whole thing up back into
Yeah, we should be good. As long as I don't put something over 2,000 pounds on it, I think
yeah.
we're really good.
Yeah, it should
Looks
hold
great.
the Kubota.
Yeah, and I was telling everybody in the video, these things cost like almost $1,000 for a new ramp. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it to have it fixed, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you might as well. As long as we got the equipment to do it, might as well give it a shot. There's nothing to lose.
No, no. Otherwise we're buying a new ramp, so. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go install it on the trailer.
Yep.
And
go load up another machine.
Yep.
Cool.
there you go.
Oh yeah. Looking good. We gotta test her out.
We'll fold it down and see if it folds.
We'll both stand on it.
Yeah,
then.
jump on it a couple times. Brand new pins.
Yup. $2 a piece at Fleet Farm. Not bad. I gotta take those stickers off.
So it folds down. That's.
Look at that. Oh,
Oh yeah, we don't have it latched to the truck.
let me hook her up. It's getting cold.
Winter is officially here.
Yeah. Perfect timing to get this done. Alright.
Give it the
Now
jump
I can
test.
jump on it.
All
Good
right.
to go.
Good to go for hopefully another couple of years.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that reinforcing will be nice.
Oh yeah. I lost my pin.
It seems like it really takes a beating.
Yeah. Oh.
That first couple rails takes the brunt of it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta work them in a little.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I made the bracing far enough away so you're able to get your pin in there.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's tight.
Oh yeah, good as new.
That's way better. Well, thanks again. It's gonna hold up good.
Yeah, that'll do it for this project. So thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe, give a like, maybe put a comment down to see how long you think these will last.
Yeah, and then go watch my videos.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see it break.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, you can watch Joe load up all these different machines he gets.
Here's one of them.
This is an old one
Yeah.
that was on one of his videos. It's now a snowplower.
Plowing machine. He's gonna need it this year. We've already gotten, what,
Yeah.
3 snowstorms now? So
Yeah, that last one was 10, 12 inches out here.
Yeah.
We're out in the country here, so we get the drifts too.
Yep.
So there it is.
Going back home.